Patriots and the Baltimore Ravens. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Cotton and Charles Davis.
Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor at M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore, Maryland. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New England Patriots and the Baltimore Ravens. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you look at this Raven team as they get ready here. It's been a great start to the season, back-to-back wins. Our scoreless game may not stay that way much longer as this defense is out there needing a stop on 1st and goal. They'll run with Cook. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
He'll get it up the middle. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. This offense has marched the ball down the field nicely. In good position, can they finish the drive off? 1st and 10 in the red zone. Now a handoff looking right. The numbers for him from a week ago, 18 carries, 51 yards.
They've won 2 straight games. They've done it with the running game as the focal point of their offense. So in this contest, I don't think about doing anything else. I continue to ride the hot hand that I've established and lead with the runners.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be 2nd and goal.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
Now Jackson on 2nd down. The quick slant caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. In for the score. And the Ravens... Big early 3rd down here for this defense as they look to hold on and force a field goal try. From the gun on 3rd down, Ryan found his target. It's Anderson. And inside the 20. From the red zone now, here's Ryan on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
2nd and 10. It's Ryan again. toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for, and it's third down. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
On 3rd down, Ryan. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd. Down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run for it with Cook. And he pushes forward, but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you're
without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
On 2nd down, here's Ryan. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
Here is Cook on 3rd and goal. And he keeps fighting his way into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. This offense, they've got a really nice drive going, and now it's 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal, and they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space?
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there with his... Coming up here, this defense looking for a 3rd down stop in the 2nd quarter. Play action. It's Ryan. He finds his man, Baldwin. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Coming up here, this defense looking for a 3rd down stop in the 2nd quarter. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson over the middle. He's got his tight end, Ingram. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. So here's the situation upcoming. Second quarter, third down, and this defense just trying to force the field goal attempt. On third down, that's Patterson. And he will have a first down. This offense has been sustaining a nice, long, successful drive here. Now they're looking to finish it off. First and goal in the red zone.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal.
Lucky 56.
Jackson from the shotgun. Flush to touchdown, Ravens. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Okay, the field goal unit out on the field as they look to get 3 points here in the waning moments of this first half. Oh, that one got away from him. Short distance kick mitt, and we will skip. We drop you into the action here, neck and neck, tie game, third quarter, third down. Can this defense get the stop?
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
Third and 2. Here's Jackson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4. This offense looking to get off to a hot start in the third quarter, opening drive, and they've got it first and goal. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. A big play coming up for this defensive unit. They're down, but just by a bit on the scoreboard. Can they get this third down stop in the third quarter?
Four down. No. Check. Patriot. Watch him now, Barney.
On third and 1, Jackson buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. A big play coming up for this defensive unit. They're down, but just by a bit on the scoreboard. Can they get this third down stop in the third quarter? Jackson now from the gun on third down. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. And he will have the first down. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the fourth. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
We got three. Three down. Hey, fellas, we got 3. Let's go.
The Ravens on third down. They've been flat getting it done, 8 for 9 to this point. This is third down and 12.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Well, this one's getting good now. Fourth quarter, tie game. This defense looking for a huge third down stop.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
Here's Jackson on third and 2. Hard throw, incomplete.
No. Check. Patriot. Detroit.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And he's got Moncrief. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Fourth down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup. This offense, they've got a really nice drive going, and now it's first and goal. Can they finish it off and punch it in the end zone? Here's Jackson to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Evan Ingram, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have broken the... The margin is 7. The defense needs a stop, and they need one quickly to get the ball back to their offense. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. An incomplete, crisis averted, almost picked. Instead, second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Second and 10 now. Ryan. Pass incomplete. Darryl Roberts right there on the coverage.
Well, Brandon, all receivers are trying to make sure that the defender thinks they're going to the middle of the field when they're running the outcut. On that play, didn't get it done very well because that one was batted down.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Time for a break. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. Running for it. Here's Cook. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. They had to go for it with such... Now they'll run it on the toss. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Over! Gone!
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. So we drop you into this situation. The game is tied. Late 4th quarter. This offense starting with the ball on their own side of the field. And they do have all 3 timeouts looking to get into field goal range. Back to the air, Jackson following the pick 6. Stepping up, he'll try and run. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Here's Jackson. Flushed out right. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven 1st down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Throwing now is Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Now Jackson. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Jackson to throw. Flush to his right. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. Now whistles blow, and the Patriots are going to take another timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Jackson on first down, forced out to his left. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game.
Detroit!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Watch it now, Barney!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They come out here in the eye. Now they'll run it on the toss. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man.
The task for the defense here is simple. Get a stop. They've got a 1-score, 7-point lead. He's back to throw. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, 2nd down.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
He's going to let it fly. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you've got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Baltimore, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Pittsburgh Steelers come to town. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, They'll fall to 1-2, and they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.